Crom page breakdown stream coming. Page breakdown stream 3. We did this 2 streams back. We set up this page right here. This is the thumbnails, and now we're working on the actual page right here. So we're on panel 4. Gonna start jumping on that. It's about right here. I'm gonna start getting into that right now. Let's see here. Yeah, I might even flip this around so we can see what's going on. Possibly. I'll even maybe I'll fold this like that. So you guys can kind of see what's going on right here. Hopefully that'll work a little bit like that. And yeah, we'll start working on this. We're inside of a mountain right here. We got a bunch of crazy mountain people that live inside these caves. Yeah, they got like this kind of porcupine hair. Yeah, and a weird looking skin. Just that. I'll draw the women have a dress like this. So working on the design a little bit. I'm gonna go watch Primal tonight. That Primal piece, that was pretty fun. Getting a chance to do that. Can't wait to watch that new episode. Let's see here. Got this guy right here. Was drawing some Crom today too. It was fun. I was working on page 1. This is actually page 2, and page 1 it wasn't. There's nothing really going on about it, but like it's not really a lot of work. This page is gonna be a lot of work because it's got all these panels and stuff, and you got to draw things kind of small, you know. And these people look a certain way. They kind of got like chunky feet too. Yeah, and I can't believe it, man. I was at 990 subscribers, and then I just couldn't believe it. Yeah, it was like tweeting that out yesterday, and now I'm at 995. I can't believe it. And it's pretty much because I've been draw streaming, you know. I should have been doing that like 5 years ago. I don't know what I was thinking. And now I'm doing these like I'm doing these Crom streams right now, but I'm trying to do them in like order, but I'm thinking maybe I'll do a break and like maybe I'll do like one Crom stream a week, and then I'll do like a matchup stream, where I have people characters fighting and stuff like that, because I think that could be pretty fun. So we could kind of get some kind of switch it up a little bit, So I might do that. Yeah, and thanks for hitting the like. I appreciate it, and everyone that's stopping by, I appreciate you. So yeah, we're getting these people right here, coming up with a kind of a look for them. They are a people. These miners right here that work for Crom, they're hitting the whatchamacallit pretty hard, and it's causing an avalanche within the building or within the mines, and it's waking up this elder beast. Yeah, it's pretty wild, pretty crazy. Yeah, I actually got a lot of work done this week. Been pretty. Don't want to toot my own horn, but pretty happy with myself. It's just because I have never gotten this much work done in years, so it's been pretty cool. Feels good, when you're getting stuff done. I haven't felt that feeling in years. So Starting to go through it. Let's see. Face smashed hammer. Keep it up, dude. You're the modern day metal version of Bob Ross. Hey, I'll take that, man. That'd be pretty awesome. I used to love watching Bob Ross, in the morning when I woke up, Yeah. These women are going to look scary, too. This guy's got like some chunky feet. I'm going to give him like I don't know. They're supposed to be kind of like that. Maybe I'll make the hair kind of go like this, like a thong. That'd be crazy. Like that, maybe. You gotta figure it out. Yeah. That'd be weird. Let's try it though. So they have hair that kind of goes through their butt crack like that. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah. But you gotta signify the women, They can't look like the dudes. I mean, they can, but I don't want to do that. All right. But I want to make them look scary too, though, Yeah. All right. So I kind of got like an elder one right here. All right. You got to populate some more of them over here, maybe. Yeah, but looking forward to Primal. Hopefully get a chance to watch that tonight. And then tomorrow I'm going to try. I got a new show too in the morning. I'm trying to do one of those a week. It's a barbarian brunch. So we'll be covering Primal on there and a bunch of other topics with sword, sorcery, barbarians, and a little fantasy as well. A little like 30-minute to an hour show. And then eventually I'm going to have guests come on there too. So that's pretty fun. Do that in the morning. Talk about all that, and I'll probably do like a film review. Probably go over some of the barbarian films of the 80s. Talk those up. I am going to do that for sure. That's something I want to do. There's a lot of sword and sorcery films. A lot of them came out in like 82, 83. A lot. Kind of want to go over the bad, like the kind of cheesier ones first, like the Argentinian, Spanish, Italian ones. We all know like Conan and Sword and the Sorcerer and Beastmaster. Those ones are like the best. Kind of want to go after the more like trashier ones. Just kind of talk about them because they all have probably something. They'll probably have like a little bit of merit to them, even if they're really bad. There might be some form of way to talk them up a little bit, There you go. Let's see here. I have a couple right here, just kind of holding. Let's see, I have a tall one. Like that. Should I have some dumps in the truck? Let's see here. Harkin, yes, sir. What's happening here? Just a question. Some fire. Oh, thank you. I'm actually making we're doing a comic book page. So 2 streams ago, I started with these. I drew these thumbnails, and right now we're doing the pencils, and then after a few streams, it's going to move into inks. But I'm probably going to switch it up. Like I'll probably alternate these streams with other drawing type streams. But I'm going to show you guys how I do the pencils and the inks, basically how I create a comic book page. And I'm doing that for this book that I'm contributing. It's an anthology series for Krom the Barbarian. And I plan on doing like probably 9 pages for about 3 years for sure, maybe more. And then, so you guys will be able to pick up the book, and it'll have a bunch of stories in there. You guys can pick up that at cromthebarbarian.com. They actually dropped their first anthology. It's 250 pages, black and white, on cromthebarbarian.com. I actually have a link in the description. But my book's gonna probably be in the 3rd anthology because I'm gonna have a lot of pages to do right here. So that's pretty much what it is. Okay, we got that right there. Coming up around like that. So there's the chick right there. All right, so made the female one. Got the guy right there. Boom, boom. The guys are pretty big. Let's have him right there. Oh, thanks for hitting the likes, guys. I'm almost at 1,000 subs. I can't believe it. So yeah, I kind of want to alternate this one in between like some battle streams, because I usually like to draw like characters from movies, comics, and video games, folklore battling each other. You know, I'm probably gonna put out a thing on Twitter and also in our community right here. And then I got to go into like the community thing and make it to where you guys could post your artwork, because I want to build a community up so we can talk and we can share each other's art and just kind of mess around in the community spot. You know, I thought I had to have like some crazy like, you know, stuff unlocked or things like that, you know, because that's how YouTube is. You got to kind of level up and unlock things and get watch hours and stuff and subs. But upon further inquiry, I just have to go in there on my computer and just kind of set it up. I sub, and also close to 1K sub. Ooh, awesome. Oh yeah. Congratulations. That means you're going to be getting it pretty soon. Yeah. Yeah, I think people just really like live streams, and they like seeing how people do stuff. So, you know, if you're maybe like an artist or maybe a writer or a musician, and you can kind of get on the camera and talk about your craft a little bit and let people kind of, I don't know, speak their mind and everything. I think that'll really help out a lot. Yeah. And I got a Kickstarter coming up too for my book. I'm going to be launching that. I'm going to need to, yeah, going to have a pretty big discount on that book when it comes out. It's gonna, everyone that signs up for my Substack, I got a link in the description. They're gonna get at least $5 off the book. So I'm even trying to work it even cheaper than that. So, and then yeah, that's, you guys sign up for Substack. You back in the first day, and you're gonna get a secret link. Yeah, I already designed the link and everything. So you guys will get that, and yeah. But the book's going to be 106 pages long. And yeah, it's black and white. It's going to look like a metal album cover. It's going to be like 11.8 by 11.8, almost 12 by 12. And the stretch goal is going to be an actual metal like album sleeve. So when you put the comic in there and pull it out, boom. Yeah, it'll look like a metal album you found like in a back alley record store in Norway, or something you'd find in the gutter on Hollywood Boulevard in the 90s. You know, you open it up and like, oh damn, this is a Viking, you know, a Norse saga. And, you know, so that's the whole like concept of that. Yeah. Let's see. Cutely wears scene socks, a scarf because it's freezing out here in USA. Oh man. Oh, you're an artist too? Congratulations. Yeah, that's congratulations on the getting the subs up and, you know, doing the art. I don't know if you're doing the live streams, but I think people really like that. -1. Wow. That's cold. Very cold. Let's see here. Draw another one right there. And I have like a crazy looking chick right there. I'll try to figure that out. hard to get that. Below freezing. Wow. I has a huge bruise on my knee from slipping on the ice and snow. Damn. That's brutal. Sorry to hear about that. That's pretty rough. You got to be careful out there. Probably just have their hair coming down or something. I'll have to figure that out. Wow, that's brutal. That is brutal. Make this a little bigger. I hope you get the rest you need and all that good stuff. Okay, that's good that you're. That's good. All right. They're making a new Drag Me to Hell movie. I don't know if you guys ever watched that Drag Me to Hell. They're making a movie of that, a sequel. I'm talking about that. Some people in the background over there. Yeah, I think you're the only one here right now. Yep. I'm gonna put these videos in like a playlist though, probably. I think there's 3 people watching now. It's always kind of off. It's hard to tell. Let's see here. I'm gonna put that right there so you guys can kind of see that I'm working on this to that. Okay. So I got a little kid running around with his diaper. You have the mom chasing after him right there. Right. Yeah, there's a lot of streams going on. People kind of come in and out. That's what I do when I'm when I'm uh when I'm on my phone. I do that all the time. There we go. Okay, there's that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give him like crazy looking hair. This porcupine spiky hair. Kind of like Joan Jett and something like that. They're pretty crazy. Ooh, there you go. It's a lot of subs. And just keep pushing. Keep creating your art, Get more people back here, and I get my little. I normally don't stream at this time. I normally stream later, but now I keep getting new schedules, so I kind of just have to stream whenever. But hopefully I can. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have a stream schedule eventually here. But I don't think I'm gonna be going that. Well, yeah, I probably will do I'm gonna have some late night streams. That's usually when I stream late at night, so probably gonna start doing that like Wednesday nights and probably Wednesdays and Thursday nights. Do some late night streams. Yeah, that's when I'm normally gonna do it. This is early right now, so but I like to stay busy, so I got to get in where I can fit in. So yeah, probably next week I'll do late night Thursday or Wednesday and Thursday, and then I'll do one morning stream, the barbarian brunch. That'll probably be Tuesdays. Yeah, I'll probably do that Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, fun times. I'm looking forward to really doing that show too, and that's a show where I'm not going to be drawing. I'm just going to be talking, like yapping, and I'll have a guest on. They'll also come on. I want them to promote their comics and their art and whatever. Maybe we'll have some musicians on too, bring in some metal bands or something. Have people come on, talk about their art stores, maybe their campaigns too. Do that as well. I think it'll be a good time. And that show will be like about 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah, it'll be a little brunch. Get some bagels or some donuts, some bacon. All right, I think I'll keep populating this. Let's see. It's like, where's Waldo? So I got to really humanize these people because it's kind of an important scene right here. Yeah. Kind of important. Yeah. You gotta be careful with those Cheetos. You'll get fat eventually. That'll happen eventually. Yeah. You gotta be careful with that stuff. Yeah, like 90% of people they'll get it. Yeah. Especially when you start getting into your like mid 30s, that's when the Cheetos will get you. They will get you. Gotta be careful with that. right, I'll put this right here. I did have it up here for a while. Let me try that. That might work as well. Let's see if I can just do this. I could do that, and then maybe I can bring the phone up here a little bit more like that. I could slide this over like that. And then I could bring this up like that. So you guys can see this is that. It's getting there. Yeah. I wanted to have like a little gel, like a little cage, some cages in here too. Maybe I'll do that right here. Yeah. And there's some more cages right here. And then maybe I'll do another one over here somewhere. Maybe I'll turn this one into like a gel as well. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna be a cage kind of. Then we can get the could put some humans in there maybe. There we go. All right. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, Harkin. Harkin, yes, sir. Good luck with your art endeavors. All right. So I'm pretty much finishing up this one right here. And let me just kind of get these cracks in here to signify. All right. Have a good one, Scene Kid. Take it easy. God bless. So we have this right here. Kind of make it look like these cracks are coming down. And they're right here. I want to make this a little bit bigger though. That I want that to make it look like there's like a kind of like a hallway right here. So not a hallway, but a caveway. Does that make sense? All right. Do that. Kind of goes that. All right. All right. Probably even kind of. There we go. All right. And with this, I'll probably just use the eraser right here. But it kind of looks like it's outside a little bit, you know, or it's just deeper into the mountain. And I'm just kind of adding some, trying to add depth to this thing a little bit. Yeah. Working on that Kickstarter page, trying to think of anything else I can add to it. Is there any type of tiers you guys would like to see on a Kickstarter? I have the book on there. I have the digital copy of the book. I have sketch cards. Hopefully, gonna have a variant cover, something like that, by one of my favorite artists. I'm working on that right now. Let's see. I'll probably have like. What else am I gonna have on the campaign? So we got this one thing right here. So I'm gonna have like a dark fault kind of going through. See how it's gonna stick out to signify that it came from this miner. So we're gonna follow it all the way back up here. This vein. Try to make it cool, you know. Let's see. Boom. We're going to bring it all the way back up to the picks. The pick, I mean. All right. Oh, it's a little darker and you can kind of see where it came from. We'll have it kind of go. There we go. Don't want it too dark. It's in, yeah. Maybe like a little bit right here. Kind of signify that it's also hitting these people down here. That right there. Yeah, probably have it come, maybe come through here. It splits off, goes down. We drew these right here like that. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right, you kind of see a little bit what's going on. Then I'll go in there and I'll add like different inking techniques to kind of make things pop a little bit more and less, you know. And then this guy right here, probably gonna put a helmet on him. They got it's like a soldier, but he's working in the mine, so we'll put like a miner cap on him like that, right? And then we'll give him a beard too, like he's been out there for a while, you know. That, yeah. And we'll give him some gloves. There's like gloves right there. The beard. There's that. We could give him like a, maybe just like a vest or something. Something. Yeah, he's got the belt right there. Yeah, we could do the same thing with these guys, like they got little hats on, you know. There we go. And then we'll have a little dots for his eyes, you know. I want to get too crazy with the detail because he's far away. Somewhat. I'm actually going to change this a little bit. I'm going to reposition this a little bit down here. Give that a little more of that. Keep moving it a little bit. It could be like a big pick, you know? Yeah. Let's try that out. Come in there with a little eraser. Kind of clean that up a bit. Let's see. All right, a little bit of that. All right. It's a forced perspective, but I'm looking at this thing, and the pick isn't that long. It isn't that long. It isn't that big. So, maybe something like that. Maybe, you know. Like that. It looks a little more realistic. That one was a little too long, the handle. It was too long. Yeah, that looks better. And then we're going to kind of aim it like that. Have the side of it too like that so we can see the side of it. There we go. And then we'll do the little speed lines like that. And then we can have it kind of more chopped up like that. And we'll have some more vein lines. You can even do this. It's kind of big, you know, big deal. That looks a little better. All right, so I'm cool with those two things right now. It's a little bit better. It's, you know, just keep changing things and manipulating stuff, going back to it. So let's check a look at the next panel we got. I think the next one's a little tricky too. It's this one right here. It's like a side view of the Grand Hall, I guess, where the Salt Clan lives. We'll just call them the Salt Clan for now. It's probably what I'll call them. And yeah, I might even give this thing away too and see it. This would be kind of cool things to give away. All right. So we know. Let's see what we're working with right here. A little bit. There we go. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't smear onto the paper too bad. So we're gonna have it basically right about, looks like I had it almost like dead center, and we're gonna go up about a third of the way of the page. It'll be right there. What up, Omer? Yeah, man, I tried to send you the link, man, but the shit just wasn't working. It's like we both have to kind of go in at the same time. So you're gonna have to figure that out. Have to set that up, like gonna have to stage it first. You're probably busy too. I just randomly was like, I gotta stream. So I'll pull out my little ruler. Oh, 5 likes. You guys are awesome. So we're gonna do this right here. I'm gonna make sure this is kind of lined up. There we go. All right, that might be a little too. Let me see how high up it is. That might be a little too high up, so I'm not really feeling that. Yeah, it's crazy. Here we go. All right. I was like, what the hell? I thought I just hit it when we go in there, you know? All right. But no, it's a whole thing. I was trying to make things hard for everybody. I was trying to bring it down. All right, let's see here. Probably right about there. Let me see. Maybe right about there. That's what I'll do. There we go. All right, so we're doing this now. Oops. See, I've done a collaboration YouTube app stream before, but I had to plan ahead. It's not like using StreamYard or Restream, and it's easy to use and jump on stream. Oh, okay. Sweet. Friend Go today. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Both parties have to be there on time to start the stream. Oh, that's why. Okay, because I got into that, and it let me generate a link and also a that was a link, and it also let me generate or I could just shoot it to you, like share it as like an email or a message or a DM, you know. But I just copied the link. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the horizon line right there. We're gonna draw the people in here kind of small too, because oh, it's okay. Yeah, don't be sorry. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anybody to be on all the lives. I don't expect anybody to come. Yeah, I'm just happy people are here. That's cool. Right, you can jump on the stream once it started, but the joining party can leave whenever. Yep. So I think like if we both jumped into that little link, it would have started. Let's see here. All right, so we're doing the side view right here. Okay. Hey, what's up, Jason? You guys, before I forget, go subscribe to Omer Glitch and Unhinged Entertainment. Two awesome artists that also make comics. Get in there. Oh, my thumbnails. Let's see, I'll probably just rock it like that. So yeah, we're drawing this picture right now, this panel. Oh, okay, for sure. For sure, Fran Goated. Okay, so we got the people are going to be on this level right here. We're going to draw them kind of small. I'm going to draw the buildings in the background. So I kind of need to reference this, some of this right here. So we're going to look at that right there. That'll probably be, if the horizon line is here, the buildings will probably, the line will probably be for that. So we'll go ahead and put that in there as well, just to get that going. Okay. Put the ruler out. Boom. There we go. Okay. So that's where the buildings are. Somewhere like that. Yeah. Let's start from there. Okay. Got a little bit of that right there. Trying to imagine this in 3D. There's kind of a gap right here. Then there's this right here. It kind of goes up like that. Almost has that like saloon look, but carved out of rock. There we go. We got it's going in there. Then I could probably put a little something right here. A little buggy house. Something like that. Oh, okay. Your birthday's on the 1st, huh? Well, you had your birthday on the 1st. Oh, that's good. Happy birthday. Yeah, I have a cousin that his birthday was on the 1st too. Hey, how's it going, Shadow Gallery? Is that a hockey? Is that you? Looks familiar. The hat, the bowler. Hope you're doing okay. Let's see here. Okay, probably gonna do that right there. So all the heads. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for stopping by, man. We're drawing a comic book page right now. Right here, these people are running from this avalanche type thing. All right, then we got the little kid right there running. This side like that. Okay. There's a mom with this hair. Let's see here. Not hockey, just a knob. I see you in the pitch, Shadow Gallery. I'm not joining you until you leave. Let's see, there's that. All right, I'm going to put this right here. A little bit of that right there. That. We'll have something over here. Maybe another. Maybe I'll put a little gel right here. Yeah, this would be for the humans. Yeah. Can't see on the other picture because it's not there. Yeah, there we go. Looks a little more rocky like that. There we go. Okay. Knobless. Okay. Dan, huh? Try to get rid of this right here. I'll put a little thing right there. I'll put a little something like that. Okay. So we got this right here. Oh no. Hockey's welcome here. Let's see here. Okay, these things gotta be a little longer like that, like down to, what about down to here like that? There we go. Get this over here. There we go. It's a little better. Now I can fix it. It's a little closer, but yeah. There's something off of the drawing. Looks a little bit better. No, it doesn't. Doesn't look better. It looks horrible. Okay, so we got that. These have to be right there. Okay. And then there's another gel over here. Love gelling up their humans. Gel them up, gel them up. All right. Kick hockey. And we'll have like that entrance right there. People can kind of get out of there like that. Try to escape. And we'll have like a couple right here. What do we have right here? We had I think we had something like this right here actually in the middle. Had that booth. It's a little taller like that. A little kind of produce booth in the middle. They probably eat like rock fruits or something. These rock heads. There we go. It's going to be a little bit bigger. Still bigger than that. Okay. All right, up there a little bit bigger. I'm trying to look at it in 3D because I'm referencing this up here. I don't know if I could see it. Yeah, it's up there somewhere. Okay. Yeah. There we go. I'm try to get in that perspective mode. Yes. Like that. Boom, boom. Rocky Balboa heads. Roo burgers. That reminded me, I really hit a roo today. Oh, a kangaroo? That's that. Australia, for me, man, if I lived out there, that place would just give me ideas for comics, you know? It's kind of like, makes me think of Primal, you know? Primal and the Max. It's like, kind of like last primitive kind of place on Earth, you know? And that whole outback hasn't even, it's like they haven't even gone out there and discovered a lot of stuff to check out, I think. Yeah. Let's try to make this go up a bit more. Still not big enough. Probably gonna have to be up like that. Got to make sure the perspective's right, you know. All right. All right. Let's see. There's something about right there. Okay, we got this. Now we're getting there. All right. Now we got a little like fruit cart for them. There we go. We could put some fruits right there. Little rock fruits or something. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, it's crazy. They're making a new Drag Me to Hell. The lady that's in the first movie was on Twitter talking about it. Let's see here. Hockey lives with the Max and Mad Max, right? It's Max country. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing some like prehistoric fantasy. That's like what part of the shit I'm working on. They got a little bit of that in Conan too. They got like places like that are kind of, yeah, kind of like that a little bit. Hey, Timothy Olsen, what's up? Drag Me to Hell. No, I was telling her maybe they'd call it Dragged Out of Hellheim or Drag Me Out of Hell. But she was tweeting out, she's like, I'm still waiting down here. I haven't seen the Angels yet. Because she hasn't been in that many movies. She's been in a lot of stuff, but yeah. So she's probably happy she's gonna get a little of that Raimi action again, you know? And that's actually one of Raimi's best movies, I think. Put it up there with Evil Dead and Darkman. It's because that new Raimi movie just came out. That one where you have like the secretary and the boss, and they're stuck on an island. I guess it made like 20 million at the box office, so it's doing pretty good. It's pretty creative too. Like if Raimi's gonna fuck with some horror, he's gonna bring in like a brand new like original IP, like Drag Me to Hell or Castaway. Like Sinners was pretty big, but I heard they kind of ripped off from Dusk Till Dawn. To be honest, I haven't, so I'm thinking this one's gonna be like the new Sinners of this year, maybe a little bit. There was another movie that came out too, the 28 Days Later. I guess that did pretty good. But yeah, Raimi even said he'd be down to do a Batman movie, but he what was it? He has to have like a good script. Yeah. Everybody go subscribe to Tim Olson. He's got an awesome book out called Melvin. You can get those off Walmart, Amazon. Come in these really cool sizes. They're pretty wide. Excellent paper. I got to read those books too. Hey, now that I got you here, Tim, would you say that Melvin's somewhat barbaric? Because I haven't read them yet. I just kind of thumbed through them a bit. I will be though. I will be reading those. I'm gonna start getting on like a tighter schedule. It's just it all depends on my work, my actual day job. Oh, okay. Yes, he can be. Okay, cool. Very nice. Kind of like John Carter. Like I think John Carter's kind of like that, and so is he can be, right, and so can oh, I don't have him right here on me, man. Otherwise I'd go grab him. Some said he is like Conan with a little Rambo and a little John Carter. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I'd say Rambo's barbarian too. Like that. I'm pretty loose with that term. Rambo, He-Man, definitely. Because they red out where they hit that nerve, kind of like in Primal. They snap and they go berserk, And I don't mean berserk like the anime. I mean just like they go fucking nuts. You start, taking fools out. All right, so we got this chick right here. So I want to put their heads all about like right around this. So you want all the heads to kind of be like right around the same level, Yeah. So we're going to have some more people in here. We're going to populate this scene. Some 90s Image comics thrown in. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. He definitely looks like a fun character to draw. Let's see here. Okay. I'm going to draw them. Have a chick right here running. One of the ladies. She's got her spiky hair. There we go. Her kind of blocky feet. Thick legs. I'm making these scary monster chicks thick and short with these big old legs like that, running, trying to cover her head like that. Boom, you can't really see her face. All right. There we go. You can get the arm in there. Boom, boom, boom. Hands. There we go. I might try to fix that leg so it looks like she's running even more. She's got these crazy blocky feet though, like that. All right. Okay. There we go. Just can that pop out a little more like that. Oh, my ears are ringing. That's not good. You know what they say? They say if your ears start ringing, that someone's talking shit. That's okay, though. Someone's talking shit, at least they care. That's what I always say. At least they give a darn, Yeah. Okay. Ooh. You guys smashed 6. Oh, thank you very much. And 7 people watching. Wow. Thank you guys. You classy people. Hope you're having a happy Monday. Yeah. Okay, we got to get some more people right here. I want to get this. I got this like elder dude up over here just chilling. I want to kind of have him in there as well. Just kind of chilling, like, yeah. Maybe I'm pointing up a little bit. You know, running, looking up, or, yeah. Kind of can't really, you know, he's probably just kind of stuck there, you know what I mean? He can't run. There we go. When are you and Brian going to do a show together? It just really depends, man. Like our schedules are pretty whack right now, you know. I haven't talked to Brian in like a minute. I sent him a bunch of stuff the other 2 days ago. Yeah, because he's my editor too. So he's gonna be editing HELWÄR. I sent him that, and then he's got some pages he's got to approve. That. So I got a gang of shit done the last couple of days. It's been weird. Ever since I kind of finished HELWÄR, now I'm just kind of doing this and that. I mean, obviously I'm gonna tweak some stuff in the editing process, and I might add a couple of things here and there to the book. Yeah, like I mean, maybe like another cover. There's like little things, you know. And then whatever edits he has, I got to go in and edit those. But that can even happen like as the campaign's going. You know, I want to get a bunch of that stuff done as much as possible before the campaign launches. So I want to print a prototype of the book that I can show off to the backers, so they know what they're kind of dealing with, if possible. Let's see here. 11 pages, Melvin. Number 4 left for Sid to draw. Well, that's good. Yeah. That's good, man. Okay. All right. The furries right there. All right. There you go, bro. Staying productive, bro. That's good. Yeah, I was working on this is page 2. I was working on page 1 of this today because it's a little easier, and it kind of looks like similar to the what is it, the pinup I did with them fighting these characters. So I didn't really I wanted to do something a little more challenging for people to watch so they can go, oh, okay. Yeah. Right. That, and then I have some more people running around over here. Probably going to have to ditch this stand a little bit, or have someone maybe a little bigger in the foreground, you know, kind of covering their head and running. I got to get my paper right there. So they got to be running like that. Okay. Yeah, these dudes a lot of them are kind of swole. Pretty scary. All right. Get in there and clean this up. Get that out of there. All right. I was thinking of my first trade paperback. Should I do 2 versions? One with just 5 issues, then another version with the 5 issues added to the stories? That's a good question. You know, I'm not really sure, but I would say wherever the arc really feels like it's a good ending, I would say, dude. You know, like if you know what I mean, like if it really feels like the story's that story, and if it feels like the story could end right there, and then you would never do an issue 6, then I would end it on 5. You know, um, oh wait, hold on, I think I misread that. I was thinking of my first straight paperback. Should I do 2 versions? The one with just the 5 issues, then another another version with the 5 issues and added stories. I would just do one, dude. One with 5 issues and added stories. I wouldn't do 2 different versions, you know? Or just have everything in there, you know what I mean? That way it's just more content, you know? That's just me personally though. Like that's what I would do. I'm like way over here drawing something. You guys can't see it. Okay, there we go. We're drawing this guy running right here, kind of covering his head. To pull out the other eraser. Making some iconic books, huh? That's good. Gotta set the goal to the sky, you know? That's what I always say. There we go. All right. And I got some people here. I'm setting up my campaign right now, and I'm doing a digital tier. I'm also doing the standard cover tier. I'm doing a sketch guard tier. I'm also probably gonna have like 5 original art tiers, a commission tier, and I don't know. I think that's probably gonna be what do you guys think I should add any more tiers for the Kickstarter? Is there anything I'm forgetting? All right. Let's see. There's that. There we go. Always forgetting stuff. Gotta keep it up. I have to keep it going till it is. Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, man. You have a good system, you know. I wouldn't change anything that you're doing right now, Tim. You know, as long as it's not hurting you financially, really, I would keep doing what you're doing. And then I would try to get the book published too, as well. Try to get it to somewhere. Try to get it into stores. Yeah, maybe get it out there as much as you can. Yeah. Okay, critical blast. Okay. All right. Right. Yeah, critical blast is cool. I like the books that he prints. You know, like yours, the Atlantean. I like the paper. It's nice. RJ is solid too. He's a very nice guy. I love the Atlantean books. Love them. I would print all my books like that. The thing I like about your books is too, it has that paper in the back, that one sheet of paper that's blank. You could do a remark in there, like just like a sketch for a customer, or have your artist do something like that. That's another thing I was thinking about putting on my campaign, inside sketch cover in the book. I don't know. Yeah, Kickstarter's changing too. They have all these new features now. They have in demand now. It's not called in demand, but they have in demand now. Kickstarter does built into their site. It's free. They also have like payment where people, if anyone spends over $100, they can break that up into 3 or 4 payments. They offer that. Kickstarter's kind of the bomb now. You just got to kind of know what you're doing, you know? Yeah. It's got the biggest audience. There's like, I think they said there's like 1 million people on that site, like a day or something like that. Some crazy number. Been watching some videos on it lately. So this guy's screaming right here. Got the nose. Okay. All right, there's that. Got him running. I have his spikes like that. Real quick. Troglodyte-esque. Oh, what would be dope? Inside a sketch. I'm trying to figure all that out, you know? I just don't know what. It's really hard. It's really hard, man. So we can have some rocks falling down right here. Oh, don't want those things to touch. There we go, like that. There we go. Big old rocks. And then we're going to have a kind of like a sound effect right here. I like to draw my own sound effects, at least most of them. Sometimes I'll add some, like in HELWÄR, I'm doing like 90% of the sound effects or 95% of them with hand drawn, but then I'm going in there and adding a couple more too with Clip Studio, you know. Also too, HELWÄR guys, because I have to do I'm gonna be doing another promo video. I have to have a trailer for Kickstarter, so I'm gonna have to do an additional trailer for whatchamacallit, for that, you know. And yeah, I got to do that. And what's I going to say? How's it going, Kirk Lazarus? What do you mean, you people? It's one of the funniest movies. So I got to do a trailer for that. I forgot what I was going to say. Lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, and I got to kind of let people know about the book, man. The book is going to be like scanned artwork. It's gonna look dirty, like you found it like in a, like I said, like in a gutter in Hollywood Boulevard or in a back alley, you know, Norwegian record store. So it's gonna look scanned. There's gonna be coffee stains on it that I have. The book is gonna look, the pages are gonna look photocopied, straight up. That's how the book's gonna look. That's how I want it to look. That's the way I'm going for it. So when you look on the campaign page, you'll see that the book is just scanned. People are like, "What the fuck was he thinking?" You know. But yeah, I'm gonna let everybody know up front. That's the whole point. Some of the pages will be like kind of burnt looking around the edges or charred up too. It's just the aesthetic I'm going for. I want it to look really like homemade. Yeah. There's that. I love the way that looks. Okay, these are falling in here. Will you paint it? No, I'm not going to paint it. The book's going to be in black and white. There's something about seeing the actual pages, the photocopies of the photocopied art, like on the actual page. I just dig it. I love the way it looks. Have some pebbles on the ground like that. No, I use a scanner. It's it's a theme darker. Yeah, the theme's gonna be darker for sure. Yeah. No, I use a scanner. I have a workforce, but I'm scanning it in. It's gonna be all grayscale, all grayscale, black and white grayscale. That's the concept I'm going for. I want it to look grimy, sludgy, dirty, you know. So people, you know, I'm going to be upfront with people about it. So when they get it, they know what the fuck I'm thinking about, you know. I'll show you guys. And I want to get it on like rough paper, you know. See like that. So you can see like the photocopy. This is the Crom, like the Crom, the barbarian. That's how I want it to look, dude. It's gonna look like that a little bit. See, some of the edges, some of the part, you know, some of it will be like it right there. It'll be fading. Some of the pages I'm gonna airbrush around the corners too. Every page is gonna be like a different monster. I'm just going by like what my gut feeling tells me to do, you know. And I'm gonna try to get it on some really good paper, like this. I like the way this paper looks. It's not gonna it's gonna be yeah, have a lot of tooth on it, hopefully. Can't show a full range of emotions. Yeah, I'm going old school. It's just with what do you ever consider using a copier? Maybe. I mean, nah, probably not, man. It's just too much. It's just really too much work because it's already a lot of work right now. You know what I mean? I mean, if it's easy, yeah, I would. You know what? I probably would, bro. I probably would. I'd probably photocopy them and staple them. I think that'd be fucking dope, actually. But with this, I want it to look like an album, you know? So it's kind of a weird concept that I have, but I think it could, it's either going to work or it's not. Yeah. Either it is or it isn't, you know, and then I'll push to make it that way again. Probably won't do another crowdfund though for it. I'll just make it myself, and it's not going to be, because the Kickstarter version is going to be like an album, you know? And then if I can't get that, then I'm probably going to make it some other way. And I'm going to reformat the whole fucking thing. And that's going to take months or not months, but it's going to take time. It'll take a lot of time. It's going to take weeks to reformat it. And I don't want to do that. Like I'm going to do that though, probably for the regular edition, because the Kickstarter one's going to be the special collector's edition. That's going to look like an album, you know, and the stretch goal will be a record sleeve. The street edition, it's not going to look anything like that. It'll be more like a zine or something like that. You know what I mean? So I want it to be special, you know, but we'll see. You know, I'm going to be extremely lucky if it even gets made, dude. I'm going to do my best. Come on, you can use AI. I got a video about AI and Metal Cartoonist Nuggets playlist if you want to check it out. You can see my ugly face too. Also, guys, tomorrow I'm going to be doing the barbarian brunch. If you guys are around, I'll probably do it around like 10 or 11 for about an hour, 30 minutes or an hour. So be talking about Primal tonight's episode of Primal, and some other barbarian stuff. Yeah. So for all you guys that are watching too, just so you know, and thanks everybody for liking and subscribing. I really appreciate it. Do a little promotion for my Kickstarter right now. The link's actually in the description if you guys want to check it out. It's for the book HELWÄR, and this is it right here. I got all the art, all the pages, but yeah, it's about this bounty hunter. He's a Nordic bounty hunter in the 90s that works for the goddess of hell, and he's been hunting down bounties for her for hundreds of years. And so she's basically got him under control, and he's like her dog, you know. And then she also has his brother Rekbolt. He's locked up in Helheim, so he's got everything. You know, he's got one more mission to do. It's his last job. You know, that's where the story picks up. All he has to do is one more thing, and then he could set his brother free, and then he could go and, you know, because he moonlights he plays guitar in a metal band, and he also is a mechanic, so he could do that. You know, yeah, everything does have a downfall. So, the thing is, if he doesn't play metal, if he doesn't slay with metal, if he doesn't work with metal, he loses out, man, and he loses control, and the Hellbinger consumes him. He turns into the Hellbinger, you know, and you don't want to be in his way. if that happens. That's also part of the curse that Helnora, goddess of Helheim, put on him, you know. So it's an 106-page black and white action adventure, you know. It's gonna have you're gonna see lots of action there. And the trailer I had for Kickstarter there was too much action in it that they told me I couldn't use it. So yeah, I have to go and cut another one of that. Looking forward to that. He's got his little metal van right there. He's got some big old tires in the back, some pipes. Yeah, that's Garm right there. That's he's the guard. He's the Hound of Hell. He guards the gates. So that's it, guys. If you want, check it out. Everyone that signs up for my Substack, you're gonna get for my free Substack. I also have a link in the description for that. Everyone that signs up for that and becomes a Substacker, I'm going to send you guys an email link the day of the campaign. You guys are going to get $5 off the book, maybe more, but at least $5 off. So that's going to be a deep discount. And you guys, I'm not going to blow up your email, but I'm going to send you guys like probably one. Yeah, this is Helnora, goddess of Helheim. I'm going to send you guys one email a month just to give you guys an update on all the comics I'm working on, the streams I'm doing. I'm going to show you my artwork. You know what I mean? Probably show you some pages, things like that. I don't want to bug you guys, but I do want to keep you posted on what's going on. If I'm doing a Kickstarter or a crowdfund, things like that. So that'll be in there. And also, everyone that backs in the first 24 hours, you're going to get a free sketch card of a character from HELWÄR. So that's what it is. And the book's inspired by a lot of stuff, the 90s art, you know, the extreme art of the 90s, the underground stuff, you know. I mean, just how much attitude the 90s had, you know. And I'm a kid of the 90s, but it's also inspired by like Thor, obviously, the Incredible Hulk, and Lobo, you know. So a lot of Bisley in there, you know, obviously, right? But that's it, guys. I'm done with that. So I'm done spilling it, but I gotta let you guys know about it. All right, so back to Crom. King Crom right now. Back to King Crom. All right, so this is looking okay. I got enough people in there, I think. Yeah. Maybe we can have like something like boom. Something background too, like hitting the walls. Yeah, and we'll have maybe one right there too. Ooh, 9 likes. You guys are awesome. Boom. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then the next few books I do, they're going to be black and white, and I'm going to try to make them like really affordable, even more so than this one. I'm trying to build value in these books. So if you guys are going to be paying like $35, like, because usually the books, they're $25 and they're usually about 50 pages. And then when you add shipping, they usually come to about $35. So that's, you know, if I'm going to be charging $35, which I probably am going to be, that's for US with shipping and everything. They'll be $20, but probably the shipping is going to be about 15, you know? So if I'm charging that much, I want to be able to give you guys at least 100 pages of story, 106. And then I'm going to have content in there. And then I want to give you guys like a sketch card, you know? So you guys are like, oh, okay, I got some original art by the creator. I got a fucking special edition book. And then obviously if you sign up for my Substack, you're going to get $5 off that too. So at least $5. I might even take more off. It just really depends. So I'm just trying to build some value. But yeah, the next books are going to be different. Every book's going to be a different project. I really want to do different things. I want to make a leather book too. But yeah, the next couple books, so I want to make really, really like affordable and black and white. Let's see here. Okay, now we got to draw the brutality. So we're going to move on to this panel right here. It's like the aftermath of the avalanche, of the cave-in, you know. So I'll put that. Let's see, where can I put this at? Kind of want to clip it up here somewhere. I don't have a clipper on me right now, but yes, I do. And I got a clipper right here. There we go. Okay. Yappity yap yap yap. Don't talk back. All right. Okay, well, I'm going to pull out my favorite ruler. We got an hour and 27 minutes. 3 people watching. You guys are awesome. But yeah, I'm really excited for this book. Really excited. Okay, we got the. All right, put the H's right there for the horizon. For my little horizon line, I like putting the little H's right there for the most part. Even if I'm going to change it around and move things around. Let's see. We know. Okay, so there's that. There's that. Okay, we got boom right there. Boom. All right. Boom. Yeah, so that's the thing too. Promoting the book, you know, it's real big on the pre-campaign. You really got to talk it up and get people kind of invested in your idea if they really want to show up on day one and stuff like that. And that's going to be like the most important thing is how many people show up on day one. Obviously there's anomalies, but you know, like 90% of the time it's got to be, yeah, they got to be there, you know. If not, you can kind of tell like the trajectory of the campaign. So yeah, there's a lot of competition out there too. It's pretty huge. Yeah, a lot of competition out there. With Kickstarter, there's a lot of the like the not safe for work books, a lot of the anime inspired Amerimanga art, you know. And I don't really do that stuff. Yeah, it's not my bag. All right. Not saying I won't draw beautiful women, but I just don't really. I don't draw pornography. So we got that. Got him crushed right here. Boom, boom. His face right there. I got him crushed under the rock. This guy's crushed right here. All right. Boom, boom. Right there. Tricky drawing people on the ground flat, you know? You gotta have all that weight laying down flat. Let's see. Squished. Right. Almost time for to get the taxes done. Should be the best tax return year of the century. Okay. Here's hoping. Need a win. Living out in California, you can't really get the reaps of all the cheap gas and inexpensive food out here. It's pretty bad. They really let this place go to shit. It's the best place in the world to live, too, for the most part. One of the best. Probably the best. Really is. It's got everything here. But it's pointless when the governor really let it just go to shit. He pretty much took all the money and gave it to fake charities, and they embezzled everything. Billions and billions. That's what happened to all the money. Yeah. Sad. Let's see, there's that. Boom, boom. Okay, we got the rib cage. All right. He's kind of flat, so he's going to look a little different. The blood right there. Right. All right. Thanks again for stopping by, guys. I appreciate it. Hitting the like. You guys are cool. Awesome. Almost at 1,000 subs. So many years. It's wild. We got that. Kind of want to squeeze another person in here. I just have someone kind of. I'm just kind of on the rock like that, kind of. There we go. Just distressed in the background from the avalanche. All right. Try to make them a little bigger. Avalanche. I don't know what to draw next as far as like because the next stream I do, I might do another one of these, like I was saying earlier, or I might do a battle stream. You know, I'm trying to think of what characters I want to draw. I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna draw some He-Man shit, but then I don't know. I kind of figured, probably wait. Definitely gonna do some Masters of the Universe stuff. I think everybody should. It'd be kind of stupid not to, right? I've never drawn He-Man before either. I've used to love playing with the toys when I was a kid. No. A lot of opportunity. Skeletor is fucking badass. See, I would do like Skeletor versus like Thulsa Doom, you know? That'd be a pretty badass battle, right? See who would win. Or I draw like maybe King Cole versus Skeletor, a little crossover. Let's see. I think I like this hand a little more like that. Let's try that. Just looking for that right emotion. Let's see. Yeah, that's hockey, dude. Yeah. He's old school, man. I remember him from back in the Disney. Yeah. Maybe I'll have him throwing up some blood. There we go. There's got to be some survivors, right? There are no survivors. Okay, we got the cave right there. We'll have there's some iron in there or something. Holding some shit up. Yeah, I was watching David Finch earlier, man. He was doing some portfolio reviews. He's being honest too. It's crazy. It's nice seeing those, man. I like to watch those. Yeah. You don't really get to see those too much. All right. So we're going to have to draw some splatter right here up on the rocks. Okay, we're going to draw some splatter right here too. Just kind of really sell it, you know. Boop. Damn, time's been going by quick. So I don't know if I'll ask one more time if you guys want. So if there's any other things you think a Kickstarter campaign should have for comics, some things you're looking for. Most people just want that cover. Like me, I just want that. I'm just looking for a cover, you know. But if there's any pointers or anything, holler at your boy. Holler if you hear me. Like Scott Steiner. Holler if you hear me. I'm going to have another guy right here, kind of. Let's see. Didn't work. Let's try that again. Okay. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I know what I want. We'll do this like that. Okay. One person on the ground like that. Kind of throwing up right there, you know. A little silhouette action. All right, I'm gonna get this right here like that, and like that. Stuff in the background. Ooh, 10 likes. Hell yeah. All right. That dude was funny. The Robert Downey Jr. guy that was in here, Tropic Thunder dude. It's going around trolling. All right, make this look flatter. All right. All right, let's try this real quick. Trying to look for that perfect puddle, you know. Sometimes it, you know, you gotta takes a minute. Sometimes it takes a minute. All right, that'll work. Could be better, but get these muscles in here. Whoop. All right. So we can probably leave that page like that, that panel. Then we're going to move it on up down here. Like that. Those of you guys new watching, the 16 of you in here, I like to do these live draw streams. Right now we're drawing this comic book page. We're starting from the thumbnails that we did a few streams back, and then we're moving on to the pencils. So I'm just showing you guys how I do that. Once I'm done with the pencils, then I'm going to start doing the inks. So we'll probably do that, not the next stream, but next stream we're probably going to do like, I don't know, maybe like probably going to do like the Werewolf from the Howling versus like an American Werewolf in London. You know, you'll have like what is it, Eddie versus David, something like that. You know, they'll probably be battling out right in front of the slaughtered lamb, something metal like that. You know, like, oh, I want to see that. There we go, focusing better. Just because I want to switch it up, because these streams could be kind of a lot for some people. Some people just want to see probably other stuff. So, but anyways, now we're working on this panel right here. This is going to be for my story from Crom the Barbarian. It's going to be called King Crom. It's going to have another name, but starts out in a mine. Then right here, you got the miners. They're soldiers. They're out there. They're outposts at this mountain, and they hit a vein. The vein starts cracking. Obviously, it goes down into the center, and then it awakens something. Also, there's this clan that lives inside the this nocturnal clan that lives inside the mountain, and these it starts an avalanche, starts falling on them. You know, and ends up slaughtering or murdering a lot of them. But it also awakens this beast. So this is page 2 of the book that I'm doing. So page 1 was a little more basic. It's kind of got him sitting on his throne, you know, like kind of in Conan fashion, the King Conan one with Arnie. I ain't gonna lie, I did something that's kind of similar to that, but we've all seen that. We've seen a million people do it, you know. So I wanted to kind of tweak it a little bit, make it my own, and not, you know, you'll see when it comes out. I'll probably spoil it or something, but it's got some cool stuff in there for Crom fans. I put a lot of Easter eggs in there and stuff like that. So, but now let's work on this one right here. And yeah, I do live draw streams. I make comic books, and I do reviews, and I do a little bit of how to make comic videos. They're in the Metal Cartoonist Nuggets playlist. So if you guys go over there and check it out. And thanks everybody for hitting the like and the subscribing. Almost at 1,000 subs, or yeah, 1,000 subs, almost there. So you guys are killing it. You guys are killing it out there. So let me, so this is how I do it. I mean, there's a million ways to do it, but I like to do it traditionally, you know? And if you wanted to, like, say you guys are like, for any of your art, you could have these pencils. You could really get them in there really detailed, you know, like Jim Lee, or there's a lot of other cats out there. And then you could, I would recommend if you guys do really tight pencils, you could scan them in, and then basically once you get in this, scan them in, print them out on blue line, and then ink over that. Then you guys could sell the original pieces, and that way you have 2 original pieces of art out of one job. So you're getting 2 for 1. You see what I'm saying? So you could sell these pencils. So you'll basically you'll re-ink this on Bristol board, and then you'd print this out on like blue line, really light. So someone could buy the penciled art, someone could buy the inked art, and then if you're going to paint it, you could paint over the inks or something like that. You know, then you could have the triple down out of one piece. Okay. So a lot of people are into that. All right, so we're right here. We're going to draw this eyeball right here. Some people use light boxes. I don't do that. I just kind of go in there and I look at it and I freehand it. And sometimes you lose some of the action in there and some of the emotion, but we're going to try real hard not to do that. And then I try to go kind of light with my work because I like to add it in the inks. So we're doing that. This thing's just waking up. I have a little bit of a sheen right there in the eyeball. Something's awoken. Jim DeFox reminds me of the more serious Sunday comics in the newspaper used to be. Yeah, definitely. And the book that I got coming out, HELWÄR, that book's going to be, it's going to look like really dirty, black and white. I got the link in the description if you guys want to check it out. I'm launching it on Kickstarter on Friday the 13th in March, so about a month from now. And everyone that signs up to my Substack, my free, they're going to get a $5 off email from me. And everyone that backs, they're going to get a free sketch card. So you're going to get some original art, but that's in like the first 24 hours basically. But that's, I think that's pretty cool. So then that's the book right there, HELWÄR. I just showed it, but I'll show it again. It's this Viking bounty hunter book. It's 106 pages of black and white art. Badass, and it's going to be really rough. It's going to look like something you found like in the gutter in 1990 and Hollywood Boulevard, or like I said, in a record store in a back alley of Norway, But yeah, fans of Lobo, He-Man, the Incredible Hulk, and Thor, you guys are probably going to really dig this. And it's very 90s, very underground style, and it's going to be photocopied, so it's going to be real dirty. There's going to be coffee stains on it, and the book is going to be almost 12 by 12. I want it to look like an actual record, like you're buying a heavy metal record. I'm probably going to put a parental advisory thing down there at the bottom. So I've already done that. So, and I have the logo right here, and I might put this up for sale on the campaign. I'm going to have original art like this on there as well. I'm going to try to make it cheap. But yeah, these are the cards though. You guys will get random free cards by me. You got Garm, Helnora, Hellbinger, Wreck Bolt, and then who else you got? You got HELWÄR right there, Bert HELWÄR. So just letting you guys know about that. That'll be my HELWÄR book, and then there'll be tiers with original art, sketch cards. I might do a tier with like a drawing inside of the book too, like inside. I'm still looking for more ideas for things. I'm gonna have commissions up on there. I'm probably gonna have 3 commissions, and the commissions and the original art, they're gonna come with books too. So I'm also going to have digital tiers, and everyone that signs up to my free Substack, there's a link in the description. You're going to get $5 off the book, at least $5 off. I might even make it more. So still trying to crunch some of the numbers, but for sure $5. So we got this right here. All right, we got that. I'm going to move this up a little bit, guys. Move that down. There's that. Ooh, 12 likes. Thanks, guys. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal Monday. And then tomorrow I'm gonna have a brunch show. It's called Barbarian Brunch. We're gonna be talking about Primal, the episode that dropped tonight. We'll also be talking about some other barbarian news, a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of sword and sorcery comics too. Some person, thanks for stopping by. They make some good overprint t-shirts, wraparounds. Yeah, man. I really wanted to make patches of HELWÄR, the axe with the logo, if I can. I wanted to make band t-shirts, tour t-shirts, and then I also wanted to make biker patches because there's a biker gang in there called the Death Valley Drogs. They're in Death Valley, California, and the book spans. It's after Ragnarok. Like imagine if the Viking apocalypse happened, and all the pantheon fell to the earth. Say if you go over to Norway and there's Jormungandr's skeletons there, and there's a bunch of black metal elves like living in there, and they built a town in there. So everything happened, and some of the gods are around. Thor's dead, Odin's dead, Helnora, or in my book she's Helnora. She's still alive. And there's like a power struggle with some of these cats, and so I don't want to spoil all the who's all alive still. And then my character, he's kind of mysterious. You don't really know who he is, and I don't really kind of want to say who he is, but he's somebody. The number one stretch goal for the book though will be it's going to be the record sleeve itself. So I'm going to have the book go inside of a record sleeve. That's what I want. I've always had this. I've been working on this for 3 years, so on and off for 3 years. Yeah. And it's action packed. I gotta cut a new trailer for Kickstarter because the one I had was extremely violent. So they're like, yeah, you're gonna have to get rid of that. And then I had to take a lot of the pages off of the campaign because it's so brutal. But it's an action packed book, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I'll have a battle sequence that's like 10 pages long and there's no dialogue in it. It just doesn't need it, I like doing the dialogue in fight scenes, it's cool. But usually when you're fighting, you don't talk too much shit. You do like a couple one-liners here and there, but you don't do there's not like Shakespearean like dialogue, in between fight sequences or in real fights, even if it is a comic or, but I'm not saying I won't do it, but yeah, usually they don't, so yeah, there's some pretty big battles in there. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm going to keep going for a few more minutes. Thanks for everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys are having a good night tonight. All right. So we got the eyeball right there. I kind of want to make it a little bit bigger. So got your eraser. I like to clean my eraser like periodically when I'm working. Have you ever read the comic book Aerosmith? It's World War I, but fought with magic like dragons. No, it sounds badass. I actually had a concept for a World War II sword and sorcery story, but I try to write all my stories like just one shots, and then maybe have a little hint of something that could happen later on. Like HELWÄR. That's how I wrote it. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it's action packed, but hopefully it'll sorry for the focus, guys. Hopefully it'll grab you by the heartstrings as well. It has to. The story has to do that. You know what I mean? Let's see here if that works. So you can have the action and whatnot, but everything's got to be on point. And looking forward to that, but yeah, definitely gotta budget that out a little bit. So right here, I'm drawing the eye again, and this character is a little mysterious too. You're gonna see this monster at the end of the story, and again, this is gonna be in an anthology story that I'm working on right now. It's gonna be 9 pages a year in the Krom anthology. Number 1 just came out. It's 250 pages on kromthebarbarian.com. If you want, you guys go check that out. A bunch of short stories by different indie artists. It's freaking awesome. Go check that out at kromthebarbarian.com. Again, link in the description. And mine will hopefully be in anthology number 3. So I plan on being in 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going to do 9 pages a year, and I'm going to show you guys probably 2 pages of each set of 9 per year. We'll have I'll have a series of videos once I'm done, I'm going to make a playlist so you guys can come in here and say, oh, that's how I made those stupid pages. So right here, we're doing this one. The hand coming out. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to tweak this one out a little bit. Make it a little smaller. I'm gonna make it maybe a little smaller. Yeah, there we go. Is there anything you guys like seeing on Kickstarter? Anything, any type of tiers you guys like? Yeah, but like I was saying though, I wanted to make a patch for HELWÄR because it's his name. He has a guitar axe. He also has a guitar sword, and that's the logo. It's the axe, and I wanted to make a patch of that. But usually you got to make like 200. It's about $500 to make those. They're pretty pricey. And I don't want to make them too small. Like if they're like that big, like too small, they don't look good on a battle vest, you know. Also, yeah, the Death Valley Drogs. I'd like to make patches of those too, because I made logo. I made like a symbol for them and stuff. But yeah, it's all good. The main thing is I want to get the book out there, man. I want people to like it or hate it, you know, and just read it. It's just a, you know, entertainment. It's not a Shakespeare or anything or a long read at that. It's not Watchmen. But yeah, it'd be hopefully quick, fun read. Yeah. And a dirty looking 90s comic that you'd find like, you know, someone made homemade, but almost like a record, but a record as well too. And then I also recorded a song as well. My buddy Dave, our little project, Nightmare Nemesis. That's the name of our band. And the song's HELWÄR, and that's in the trailer. But I don't play the whole song. I actually chopped the song up for the trailer just because it needs certain things need to sound certain ways for trailers. I don't know, but yeah, I'll email everybody that backs the book. You'll get the song. You'll get an MP3 of it, so you guys could blast it in your car stereos. And then I'll put and then once I send it to you guys, I'll drop it on my YouTube channel after the campaign's over, probably, or at least after the first 24 hours. Then you guys can have the MP3s. I'll email them to you. That'll be the first thing you guys will get. I wanted to record a whole album. I was gonna try to record at least 3 songs. One about HELWÄR, one about Wreckbolt, and one about Helnora, but it didn't work out. We were just so busy now. But HELWÄR got finished. Yeah. It was fun. I actually recorded the vocals on this phone too. Yeah, right here. They have this app called Band. Was it Band Lab? I think it was wild. Yeah, it was either that or Book Studio Time, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna try this out, and I think they came out very similar to the way I normally do it inside the record, inside the padded cell. No. Inside the booth. So okay, this needs to look a certain way. I think I messed this up. Let me get in there and fix it. Oh man, sorry guys. This doggone thing. Hey Ever, thanks for stopping by. Rorschach is an awesome character. Makes Watchmen worth it. Yeah, he's everybody's favorite, including mine. Him and Night Owl and the comedian. Those are my 3 favorites, right? Probably everybody else's too. But yeah, definitely Rorschach. He's the best one, and he becomes immortalized when he dies at the end. You know, sometimes characters get taken out, man. You know, and it actually adds to the story sometimes if it's called for. You know, you don't got to do it just for drama's sake, you know, or to be whatever edgy. It's got to kind of make sense, I guess. Let's see, I want to make these things a little bigger right here. All right, this has got to be a little bigger too. because this guy, he's actually inside of a crystalline salt prison. This beast right here, and he gets woken up, and he is not happy. Yeah, he should not. He's a ancient beast. And I wrote this Crom story, Crom the Barbarian. I don't want to say the title. I'm just calling it King Crom for now. I have a title for it. I think the title's pretty metal too. I'm kind of proud of it. I am proud of it. But I started writing it. It was the first I guess prose story I've ever written, because I've just done like comic book scripts. But man, it just kept coming. Then I showed a couple people and they're like, "Hey, that's pretty good." So I'm like, "All right, cool." And then I hit up the Kurt Bruegel, the guy that runs the whole Crom Barbarian site, and he's in charge of the Gardner Fox Library, and he's the big dog over there. And he said, "Yeah, this is cool, man. You want to do a prose or you want to do a comic?" I'm like, "I want to do a comic." But the thing is, with the comic, you got to cut out a lot of the dialogue. So with this scene right here, there's tons of dialogue. So I'm gonna have to get in there, and I'm just gonna have to pick the stuff that you want. It's like a movie screenwriter going into, or a guy that writes for the Screenwriters Guild going in and writing a comic book. They have to they have to chop it down a bit, So I'm getting in there, having to edit my work and take out dialogue, but leave stuff in. But it's fun. I dig that. But yeah, I always write. Always had fun writing lyrics to songs, and and I usually write kind of stories with my song. It was always easier that way, So it's very similar. So now I didn't really think about that. I mean, not everybody should be a writer, but I actually have fun writing stories, and I think I might start doing it a little more. There was I forgot what the lady's name was. She was watching a video. How things populate up in your feed, and she was talking about bringing back a new pulp movement, where people could start writing novels, but printing them out on magazines and selling them like that, because pulps were cheap. They're made out of pulp paper. They're that's what pulp means. That was the type of paper it was. You're supposed to basically, print it out and then just throw it away, and it would just evaporate. But over the times, everything's become really gaudy, and very collectible and things like that. And I don't know. I think sometimes we probably just need to tell some quick stories that are entertaining, And sometimes those quick stories, they don't have any fat on them, and they're just fun, If you guys read any of the Robert E. Howard stories, man, they're fucking awesome. And he's my biggest influence as far as writing goes, 100%. I was thinking about him, when I'm writing. I love the way he writes too. His rhythm. He has this dialogue. He's just it's like a combo, just pop, 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 like this punching and kick. For people that have never read, I'm always saying, man, you got to check out Howard. That guy writes. He's the best. He really is. He just has this crazy rhythm to his writing. I can't explain it. You have to read it if you haven't read. If you guys haven't read any Conan, I would start with that, or Solomon Kane, but with Conan, because he's kind of well known. I would say, all right, so we're gonna move on to this panel now. We only got one left. 20 of you guys watching, or 18. Thanks guys, and 13 likes. You guys are killer, man. I appreciate it. Please consider liking and subscribing if this is the type of thing you guys are into. Yeah, doing live draw streams. Next stream, I'm probably going to draw a battle going down. I don't know what I'm going to do. The last battle I did was, let me show you, since there's a couple more you guys watching right now. I did Primal. Everyone's watching Primal. After this stream, my phone's going to die pretty soon. And when it does, I'm going to go watch episode 4 of Primal. I just love that show. I think it's the best show on TV. It's best show, in my opinion, in the last 10 years, 100%. But yeah, this is the Primal piece I did. I wanted to do zombie spear versus regular spear, like in an ethereal dream state. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sorry, messed that up. So he's I'm on, kind of going with the trying to do me, but also trying to do Tartakovsky or Gindi. So, and then as I started watching the season, he starts leveling up. Like each episode, he starts to level up, or something changes in his appearance. Like his hand gets gnawed off, and he has this exposed like bone. So he starts slashing all these little pygmies, and it's crazy. He's trying to save this praying mantis from these pygmies. It's like a type of bug like that. And then he he finds a fang or a tooth or what have you, and it makes him think of when he was alive, and his best friend was a dinosaur. If you guys don't know, it was Fang. You know, they were best friends, and they went on adventures together. And this is he was thinking about her, and so he made a necklace. So I got some white out, and I retro put that on there, and I put that, and then he wrapped himself up. In the first few episodes, he was running around butt naked. I was just like, nah, I'm gonna give him like a loincloth or something. But yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna be doing something like this. Like I have a ton of battles. I got Ash versus was it Ash from Evil Dead versus, or no, it was Bad Ash versus Sauron. so I'll put like polls out there, and we'll see like who would win and whatnot, and what you guys want me to draw. You know what I mean? I think it's fun that way. And I also gotta hook up the I gotta go into my settings and hook up the community. That way you guys can start posting your art in there. You know what I mean? We can start burning it down. You know what I'm saying? That'd be fucking awesome. Yep. Let me see if I got one more for you guys before I start running off. Yeah, here's the Ash one. This one was fun too. They're all fun. Oh, that one's for someone. Oh, okay, here we go. This one was fun right here. So they're fighting at Mordor, He's dropping the mace on his leg. It's gone. Then you got Bad Ash. This is Bad Ash. I was gonna do Ash, but you never see Bad Ash anymore. So he's got the Necronomicon. The Necronomicon's, coming around. It's not really doing shit to Sauron. Then I decided, what if I put the Eye of Sauron just like it's in his heart, and he's just melting his arm right there. So they're having a pretty fun battle. That was a fun piece. That was fun. So I want to do something like that on the next stream. Start doing it. But those are slow too, guys. They're slow streams as well. I start from a thumbnail, then I move into pencils, and I move into inks. Everything I do is slow motion on this channel. It's just about chilling and decompressing and working on art, And this is for people that want to start out in indie comics, And maybe you guys can work your way up to the big time. Not that it fucking matters. Some people are into that. But yeah. So that's what I'm doing with this right here. And I like to do original, like traditional style, because you never know. You could sell this thing for $5, or you could do it on a digital, Thing is, though, I would say traditional. You could sell your art, or you could leave it for your kids or something. It's just a win-win situation. And with all the AI out there now, it's kind of cool to stick out a little bit. Trying to just get a little. You gotta have your erasers though. It's a mandatory. These tombos are awesome. Gotta have the tombos. All right. I don't want to bring that down a little bit. Yeah. And I might even come back and tweak this handout a little bit, but I might not. Anyways, I'll leave that. If the phone dies, guys, it's nothing personal. It's just my phone died, Then I'm going to go watch Primal. But I'm going to try to get in there with this. And this, I wasn't even going to put this in here. But things happen sometimes when you're working on pages, Because it's kind of spoilery, but not too much. Not too much. All right. And then I'm doing 9 pages a year. So you got to kind of leave things on I don't know. You don't want to leave people hanging too much. And once I wrote that story, and I'm like, okay, this will be a comic book, and I will print it. That's like nothing stopping me. So let's see. There's that. The same thing with HELWÄR. It's like you put all this time into stuff, and yeah, once You know, you have to make it. Okay. So could have this right here, this looming beast in the background. Now, do I want to make this beast look exactly like the way the beast is going to look in the end? Probably not. I'm probably going to switch it up a little bit. That way it's not spoilery too much. But some people might go back like, man, that don't look nothing like the monster at the end, you know? But it's like, well, I don't want to spoil it too much, you know? You got to have some, you know, some things to surprise people with. So that's what I'll be doing with this. Now we have this right here. Let's see if I can nail that down. And again, some people do this with the light box. I've never used a light box in my life, but I've wanted to. And the reason why you use a light box is so you don't lose any of the energy, you know? Because once you do a thumbnail, the thumbnail is always going to have the most energy. And then you move it to pencil, or if you were to move it over to like a more, I guess another step in the process, like this regular pencils, then you're going to lose some energy. You got to really kind of get back in there and hone it, you know? But the whole point of having a light box is you could trace that and you could keep the energy going. But I don't know. I just really like kind of getting in here and doing it like this. That's the way I've always drawn ever since I was a kid. You know, I'd look at something and I copy it like that. Okay. Got the rocks right here. We got this guy right here. Okay, so I'm trying to measure this up. It's already a little different. All right, we got that. Got to give him a big old fat head. That I will say, he's got a gigantic head. He really does. Okay. All right. I really love silhouettes too. I think every character needs to have a silhouette, a good one, you know. That's how you know when you guys are designing your characters, make sure it has a powerful silhouette. Yeah, I learned that from Peter Jackson when he was working on The Hobbit on the special features. I heard it from comic book artists too. But you got like 14 or 15 hobbits, maybe more. Maybe like 17 hobbits. I don't remember. There's a ton of them, right? But when they were designing them, the look of them, they all needed to have a silhouette, so that way they could stick out and look original, you know. And they really do, you know. If you look at them, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna do that. This guy's kind of like this. I really like the way this guy came out, and this guy's in the script, but I never designed him. This is pretty much like how he designed him here, you know. And for certain characters in Sword of Sorcery, it could be kind of challenging. I think Sword and Sorcery characters are real challenging because they're usually buff dude with a sword, you know, shirtless, and then wizard with hood, you know, or wizard with skull, you know, with the lich. So it's kind of tricky. You gotta really think outside the box, and I mean, looking at him right now, it doesn't look like anything crazy. It looks like Goku or some bullshit. But wait till you see when I'm done, like, because I know, you know, he'll look a lot cooler. I think he will. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. You got that. Boom. Seeing this, it's just these certain poses, man. When you really lock them in when you're doing them, they're yeah. They really do. I do recommend guys to use a light box. I really do. If you can. You guys are still watching, huh? 16 of you. I hope you guys are having a good Monday, a Metal Monday too, by the way. Got that shank right there. Well, see, I put his head right there. I don't want that, so I went up and redrew it right here. See, and I don't like where that head is right there either. I don't like where either of these heads are placed. So I'm going to go in there with my eraser. I'm going to clean it off like that. Give it a little flick. So if you don't clean it off, it'll smear it. But still, that's not a big deal. You can, once you ink over it, it's not going to matter. So I'm going to get rid of both these heads. I'll make his chest a little bigger. There we go. Like that. I'm going to bring his head down here. You know, we're just kind of just, his head's just kind of sitting there. Oh, 5%. Dango, dango. Sorry, guys. My phone's going to die any minute. Okay. I'll probably just end the stream in a second. And we got the eyes right here. These black sockets right now. And then the mouth. It's the mouth with some teeth. And then, there we go. Sometimes just having less is scary. I think it looks kind of scary. All right, we got that. Yeah, maybe like that. All right. Then we'll come in here and add this. Put that in there for notation, just to know. Like this would be a cover. I would make this like if I'm always thinking like alternate covers for things, you know. It's like, yeah, ain't gonna happen. But yeah, that would be it would kind of be like a cover. Like you could put the title right there, King Crom. Like who the fuck's this guy? You know. Got the silhouette in the background. But if you don't do, sometimes you can get away with putting cover-esque things in panels, you know. All right, so there's that. This is going to come up right here. And this panel is going to be just like by itself out here, just kind of floating around. This is the last one, you know. There's not going to be, it's going to be one giant gutter for it. Yeah. Yeah. We could kind of get in there and do some of these. That's solid rendering for the rocks. What I like to do is I like to do like a bunch of these, and then I'll come in here and I'll erase some of them just to kind of give it different stuff like that, you know. Let's see here. Sunset Bunny, thanks for stopping by. Performative drawing. I guess so, maybe a little bit, yeah. Got that right there. All right. Thanks everybody for hitting the likes and the liking and the subscribing. I appreciate it. And everyone that's already subscribed, and again, getting us to 1,000 subs. You know, I've been on YouTube now for I think 6 years. Just finally getting there. And thank you guys. I appreciate it. So we're probably gonna end it right there. Get a couple more rocks in there. Like that. All right. And then this guy has to be in black. Right. This has to be like that. A crystal right there. And then he needs, whoa, I got to erase it a little bit too. Just a little like that. That's not good enough. All right, let's see. All right. Yeah, I got to talk when I draw. Like if I'm on a stream, I can't sit there. I'll fall asleep. It's too quiet. If I'm drawing by myself, I have to have something on in the background too. Usually if I'm drawing, it's like an album or a podcast or a documentary. Usually documentaries. If I'm writing, I like quiet or movie scores. There we go. Probably leave it at that. And then I'm probably going to head off right now, guys. Thanks everybody for watching. Next stream, I'm probably going to, in the community tab, I'm going to come up with some some ideas for like a battle of who can throw down, like who versus who. I did a bunch of those, and there was some alternate ones that really, you know, like I said, American Werewolf in London versus the Howling. So you got Eddie versus David. That won't be fun, battling out in front of the slaughtered lamb. So I might do that. That was one of them. I got a couple more up my sleeve too that I might put in there. So I'll probably do a poll on here and on Twitter, and then I'll weigh the results and see what we're gonna do with that. So I'm actually missing those streams. It's been like a fun outlet because I'm working on different comics, and I recommend doing a bunch of different stuff, guys. You know what I mean? Like if you're making comics or doing art, just keep pushing yourself, keep drawing stuff you don't draw if you can. Just trying to do new things. Me, I'm kind of putting myself back into a corner because I like sword and sorcery, so I'm really just drawing that a lot, you know. But I'm drawing also Victorian era stuff too, so I really like that as well. But yeah, again, guys, thanks for watching. Always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your roll. And always remember, if the artist isn't starving, then the artist isn't hungry. I'll see you guys next time, and keep it metal.